welcome to FloVVolution Friday, where I help you to inspire, innovate and motivate yourself into a life that you love. And Happy New Year, FloVVolutioners! It's a new year! Yeah, it's so good, yeah? Happy 2014! I hope you had a lovely time celebrating your new year. And I hope you also watched my video to make your New Year's resolutions as well, to make them effective goals that you can achieve by the end of 2014. Anyway, so the reason why I'm doing this little video now, well, obviously because it's FloVVolution Friday, but also leading on from that, I thought it'd be really nice to kind of go with something called letting go. Have you heard about it? I'm sure you have. All of us need to let go. We need to let go of excess baggage that will be able to make room for the new things that can come into our life, new energies, new plans, new people, all sorts of things. So we need to let go of the baggage that is unnecessary in our life. And I'm going to give you 5 tips that are really effective in getting rid of that. They don't have to be followed in that order, but they're found to be really, really good for getting rid of things that you need to be letting go. So, first and foremost, make space. Understand that you need to make space for your new plans, okay? You've got all these wonderful new plans, these new resolutions, because it's January, or any time of the year that you've decided to make plans. You have to get rid of stuff, okay? For example, and we'll put it really simply, okay? Rubbish. You accumulate rubbish. You know, what do you do with rubbish? You throw it out once a week, right? What happens if you don't throw out the rubbish once a week? It accumulates, okay? Anytime you've ever forgotten to chuck out the rubbish, what happens? You feel it, alright? So, chuck it out. And the same thing goes with mental and physical well-being as well. So get rid of your junk, okay? Get rid of the things that you don't need, okay? Second thing, identify. Identify what it is exactly that you need to get rid of, okay? Now, there could be many, many things. Now, you could understand that you need to get rid of a particular mindset. You could understand that you need to get rid of clothes in your cupboard or whatever. Or you need to get rid of certain furniture or something like that, or even certain people or certain habits, okay? So have a real good think and think about what you need to get rid of. Okay, next thing, set aside time to mourn the thing that you need to get rid of, okay? Right, now you're going to miss this thing that's there, alright, because it's been there, it's been there, it's been your friend, it's been there the whole time, okay? So you need to mourn its loss, because it's going to get ripped out of you, yeah? So, yeah, you got to mourn it, okay? Don't be afraid, don't think it's horrible, don't think it's unmanly, don't think it's, don't think it's human. It's human to mourn, so just do it. Set aside time effectively. Now, this is for anything. This is for relationships. This is for things in your life. This is for anything, okay? But set aside time to really think about it. Think about what it meant to you, okay? So, for example, half an hour. I'm going to think about how this relationship felt to me, and I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. And if I cry, it doesn't matter. Just go for it. Be on your own. Don't do it first thing in the morning, and don't do it last thing at night, but set aside a time in the day and do it, okay? And then that will be effective enough for you to be able to do the 4th thing, which is have a different perspective, okay? Now, different perspectives, really good exercise for this, okay, right, is to put yourself in one position, then basically if you had it and if you don't have it, okay? Put it in physical, actual positions, okay? On the floor, whatever, and go and stand in each of those positions and think about the different perspectives on the situation that you have. It will enable you to come up with different things and different ways of dealing with it and looking at different situations, especially with being outside of a situation when you understand that you are very subjective to something and not viewing it in an objective fashion, okay? 5. Now, this is an optional one. Some people find this useful, some people don't, okay? Now, you can go for the advantages and the disadvantages, okay, of having this thing that you are letting go, all right? So, first and foremost, list out all the disadvantages of not having this thing, and then of having this thing, and then list the advantages of having this thing, okay? Now see which list is longer. Now if it turns out that the list is longer for the advantages, okay, then maybe it's not the right time to actually be letting it go because your mindset won't be in it, okay? Maybe you need to mourn more, maybe you need to follow the other steps. Now the disadvantages. If the disadvantages are bigger, then this is clear reason for you to get rid of this, okay? So that will, and what you need to do also is you need to associate pleasure with the disadvantages if it's longer. So whichever list is longer, you need to associate more pleasure and more pain with that list. So for example, if the disadvantages is longer than the advantages, you need to associate great pleasure with the disadvantage list. So getting rid of all of this will give you great pleasure. I hope that's clear enough for you. Last thing I would say, which is really effective, people tend to skip all of that and go to the last point, but if you follow all of the other points and then go to that point, this point I'm going to mention, it'll be really effective. Get involved in something that is completely different from the thing that you are trying to let go. Okay, so for example, a hobby, a sport, friends, just completely get involved, completely engulf yourself and get lost in it so that you don't have to think about the thing that you're letting go, okay, because you're so involved with the other thing. All right, so I'm going to cover that very quickly. Make space, okay, realize that you need to make space for the new so you need to get rid of the old in order to have the new. Identify what it is you need to get rid of. Set aside time to mourn the thing that you're getting rid of. Look at things from a different perspective. Make disadvantages and advantages, okay, make your list and associate pain and pleasure with either side, and get involved with something that is completely different, okay, absolutely different, alien. Whew, gosh, and let it all go. Oh, FloVVolutioners, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been quite a challenge to make, I must admit, but it's something that I need to learn from too. Please like this video and subscribe. Share it with everybody that you know. Like on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Also, please check out www.flovolution.co.uk. That's www.flovolution.co.uk. Alright, check it out. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot, and remember, keep on going, right? And here is to the next FloVVolution Friday. See you next week. And Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Once you do that, just keep on, cheer!